this video of a Tufts doctoral student, Rumeysa Ozturk, getting grabbed off the street by ICE agents has raised a lot of questions about who ICE can detain, why they can detain them, and the methods they can use. According to her lawyer, Ozturk is a Turkish national. She's had no criminal charges filed against her so far, and she holds an F1 visa as part of being a student here at Tufts. Now, an F1 visa holder gets more protections than an undocumented immigrant. She has the right to enter and re-enter the country. She has the right to an attorney, and she has the same constitutional rights as U.S. citizens. That includes freedom of speech. A district judge blocked Ozturk from being moved out of the state of Massachusetts, yet ICE still moved her to a detention center in Louisiana, much like they did the Columbia student Mahmoud Khalil, who is still there. We reached out to DHS to figure out why Ozturk was taken off the street like this, and a senior DHS official told us that Ozturk had engaged in activities to support Hamas, and that's why her visa had been revoked. But DHS hasn't outlined a specific incidence of her support for Hamas. All we know is that last year, Ozturk wrote an opinion essay in the Tufts student newspaper that called on the university to acknowledge Palestinian genocide and to divest from companies tied to Israel. The essay makes no mention of Hamas, but in January, President Trump signed an executive order saying non-citizens can be deported for taking part in pro-Palestinian protests. But another question people are asking is why ICE agents were in plain clothes. There's a guy walking down the street in a hoodie and before 6 other men approach her and take her into handcuffs. Why was she caught so off guard? ICE agents and law enforcement agents across the country can use plainclothes when they're trying to be undercover. Oftentimes, if they think that the person they're trying to arrest might run or be violent or be some kind of a flight risk. In this case, it's really not clear that Ozturk presented any of those variables that could have led them to decide to use plainclothes. Big picture, Ozturk's arrest is part of a much bigger trend we're seeing right now as students across the country, foreign students who have engaged in anything that was pro-Palestinian or anti-Israel over the past few years are starting to be targeted. In some cases, we've even heard of students fleeing the country.